Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Okay, so guess I'll start by telling you guys a little bit about myself. Um, my name is Dakota. I'm 19 years old. Um, I live in Danville, Kentucky. And I really want to be a stock trader at some point in life. A successful stock trader, I guess, to say. That's a dream of mine. Um, I've been studying stocks since my senior year in high school, and I still do it today. Um, I'm full-time employed, and I normally trade in the mornings from like 9:30 to 12, and go to work. Okay. So I'm just kind of making this video to um, kind of show you guys what I've been doing as far as my trading and stuff here lately, and kind of show you guys what some future plans and so on and so forth. Um, so if there's any questions, or you guys just want to say hey, or whatever, just leave a comment or hit me up on Twitter, anything like that. I'd be happy to answer any questions or anything that you guys would have. Okay, so this week I've been trading under a contract that I recently finished. Something that I've been kind of working on for a little bit, and feel pretty confident about it. Just basically kind of outlines everything. I don't have it physically on this computer yet, but I plan on doing that soon, and I might make a separate video just about the contract and just go over everything that's in it. But basically, it is a paper trading contract. So all trades under this will be paper trades. So they're not going to be like real life monetary gains. It's just more of a like data collecting type thing, just to gather some like tangible data that I can use for my own benefit, and just follow the plan, and just see how it goes. there's a lot covered in the contract. There's a section on risk management, section on setups, section for daily routines, setup, section for tracking data, what all I need to gather out of all the trades. There's a section for rules, a section for physical, section on psychological, section for watch lists, section for mandatory studies, section on mandatory stock checklist, and then it goes into the 3-month plan. So I mean, like I said, it covers a lot of stuff, and it's basically the golden rules that I'll be following during this 3-month period. Like I said, I'll probably do another video and show you guys exactly what all is in that, and just go into a little bit more detail. Right. So this here is Evernote. I actually have 2 separate Evernote accounts. One on my computer that is for actual live trades with actual real life money, and this one is strictly for contract purposes, and all these will be paper trades. It's a pretty cool software that they have. I got the recommendation to use this from a good trader named Jeff at Livestream Trading, and I've kind of just used this ever since. It's a pretty good way to organize all the stuff that you want to put in here. You can visually color code stuff the way that you want it, and it kind of just organizes it for you. So it's a pretty helpful tool that I use. So I keep all the trades that I take in here, and also keep my watch list in here. Watch list, I do these every day. I have specific criteria that I look for when making a watch list. I could probably do a whole separate video on that, how I make my watch list and what I look for, and everything like that. But I categorize it into the weeks, then they have the separate days all in here. I normally make my watch list at night when I come home from work. So at the beginning of the week, like on Monday, I can do, I have a lot more time to actually fill out everything on here, all the stuff. And as the week goes through and, I'm coming home, I'm tired and don't have that much time to sleep and all that. So I'll kind of get a little lazy and just start putting tickers down instead of putting all the criteria like I'm actually supposed to. Because, I'm really busy. Okay. I just don't have time to do it every single night. I'm also taking a college finance class right now too, and it's just a lot to do. So kind of just make it a little easier on myself and just throw down some tickers that I run my scans, and if I like one, I'll write it down, and I'll kind of put stars by ones that I like the most, to potentially look at the next morning. But I post this on Twitter sometimes, and I can make this available to anybody that wants to look at it or whatever. And then this is where I put all the actual trades that I take. I have specific criteria that I write down. I'll categorize it by the date, if I went long or short, and if it was a win or a loss. And here I'll just kind of write down any notes about the trade that I think are important, or also try writing down the chart pattern or strategy that I used when I took the trade, just to kind of give me some more data and possibly go back and see which strategies and setups are working the best for myself. I'll put down the ticker, if I went long or short, put down the times that I got in and out of the trade, put down the share size, put down my entry, my stop price. If the trade goes against me, I should be cutting out at this price, and I know that before the trade, before I ever get in. And then I'll write down when I actually got out of the trade. So, just a pretty useful way to keep all your stuff and organized and easy to find. It's really helpful. Okay, so I'll get into some data that on trades that I took this week. These are all trades I took this week because I just started trading under contract this week. So basically, within the contract, these were like some goals that were outlined that I should make for this week. So this was week 1, month 1. I'm taking 5 to 10 trades a week. I think I actually went over that, which I'll have to keep a better check on that next week. I'd really like to stick to that for now. That's why it's there. Start it with really low share size, only 500 shares. I'm going for an ideal profit loss ratio of 2 to 1, which means my average winners should be double what my average losers are. So if your average winners are 20 cents and your average losers are 10 cents, then you're hitting a 2 to 1 profit loss ratio, which is really good. That actually means that you only have to be right on a trade 33% of the time to still be profitable, which is crazy. Like, it's a little over 3 out of 10 wins, and you'll still be a profitable trader with a 2 to 1 profit loss ratio. So that's pretty important. My ideal target win percentage was 50%. So I was wanting to win on at least 50% of my trades. My daily profit target was $50, which is 10 cents per share with 500 shares. And my weekly profit target was 150. And I get this number because you would think it would be, your daily profit target's 50. So, 50 times 5 is 250. Well, that's not realistic, because no matter who you are, you're not going to win 100% of the time. Nobody, not even robots, can do that in the stock market. So, I'm giving myself 3 out of 5 days to meet my daily profit target, to meet my weekly profit target, which is 3 out of 5 is over 50%. So kind of lines up with the win percentage and so on. It's a more realistic goal. And I'm using a 5-cent hard stop on every trade, meaning if a trade goes 5 cents against me, I need to be stopping out of the trade. And this is ideal, trying to keep a 2 to 1 profit loss ratio, because if you're going for 10 cents a share and your losers are 5 cents a share, you're automatically hitting a 2 to 1 profit loss ratio, which gives you the edge of only being right 33% of the time to still be profitable. So these are the goals that I was shooting for this week. Okay, so right here is some data of the trades I took this week. So I just took it from here and put it into an Excel sheet to get some data a little bit easier. So yeah, like here's all the names that I traded this week. if I went long or short on my exit, share size. So I actually took 13 trades, which is over my trade limit, and I'll have to be sure to keep track of that next week and do a little bit better. So I had 8 wins and 5 losses this week. My average win or loss per share on all my trades was 3 cents. And I would like that a little bit higher, just because, you know, 3 cents per share is not a lot. But this is factored with all the losses and stuff included. But yeah, I want that a little bit higher. Okay, so here's what I won or lost on each trade, and here is my P&L for the week. So I was going for 150 this week, and I made 200. So I was over the weekly profit target, which is good. No, I'm happy with that. So here my average win was 11 cents. I was going for 10 cents, so that's good. My average loss was 9 cents, almost 10 cents, and that is not good, because if I was using a 5-cent hard stop, my average loss should be 5 cents or a little over 5 cents, close to 5 cents, and it wasn't. So I'm definitely going to have to use the hard stop a little bit better next week. You know, 5-cent hard stop's really hard to use. That doesn't give you much wiggle room on a trade. It basically has to work right away or you're out. So I'll definitely have to keep watching that a lot better next week. My biggest win was 13 cents, which is nothing crazy. There's a trade, this trade right here on VLRS. I shorted it, and I definitely took profits too early on this one. You know, I met my target and I took my profits, and I could have, this one could have been easy 25, 30 cent winner, but I trade scared, so you know, I took my profits and ran. And this definitely needs some improvement. But I'm not unhappy, I guess, about that. And my biggest loss was actually bigger than my biggest win, which does not make me happy. Especially with the use of a 5-cent hard stop, this should never have been that big. And I just got stubborn and didn't stop out, and it was a 5-cent ticker stock, which goes up or down by 5 cents each time. And you know, if you're trying to get out on the bid, you can't, and you're gonna have to get out on the ask and take the extra 5-cent loss. And this one was just not a good trade. I was on VISI, so definitely need some improvement there. And I need a column for the PL ratio, but I have not made that yet. But my PL ratio was slightly over 1-to-1, which is not 2-to-1. which means I have to be right on at least 50% of trades to be profitable with a 1-to-1 PL ratio. And I was 8 out of 13, which is over 50%. So, and that was the outcome, my over weekly profit targets. So all in all, not a terrible week, not perfect by any means, but I can be happy with that. I'll live with that. Okay, so moving on to this week, week 2, some stats that I'll be going for. It's a lot of the same stuff, basically just change the share size to 750 from 500. My daily profit target will be $75, which will be 10 cents per share. And my weekly profit target will be set at $225. Sweet. And I'll also be using a 5-cent hard stop. And this will definitely, more focus will be on this, using this to keep those losses from being larger than my wins, which I do not like that. So definitely more focus on that. But this is what I'll be going for this week. And the intensity will just keep ramping up each week until the 3 months are over. You know, I think in the contract I end up going to 3,000 shares, and I'm going for like, what was it? A little over 600 a day. So the intensity will definitely be amped up each week until I get to the end. Yeah. And this will it will give me a lot of data that is it's invaluable. I think this is a really good way for any beginning trader to trade. You know, if you're using real money and you don't have any stats showing that you're going to be a profitable trader or that you can consistently win, then you don't need to be trading with real money, because you will lose, and you'll lose big, and it hurts. There's a lot of good traders I know that lost a lot of money before they actually started making any, and that's something that you can prevent. And this is a good way to, and it'll truly show you, you know, how you're trading. And if you can justify yourself to trade with real money, because I mean, it's not like that I can't trade with real money, because I mean, I feel confident that I could, but you know, I'm more conservative, and I want to see some data. I want to get some more experience. You know, this is more of a marathon rather than a sprint, and I just feel this is probably the best way to go about things right now, because I took some time off and really studied some psychology and mental aspects of trading and habits and a lot of stuff. And I don't know. I feel happy with this, and I want to see where it goes. And I feel that this could possibly be a plan that I could use for anybody that wants to learn how to trade and doesn't exactly know how to go about it. And I feel like this could really be something that could speed up and help a lot of people, or help anybody that's wanting to get into something like this. And it'll definitely help. I feel that this could be a really good tool. But this is, and another reason I want to post this and make this public is I want people to see that I lose. I want to show that, I'm being legit, and I'm not trying to just talk about wins. Who does that? Nobody wants to listen to somebody that just sits around and talk about how they win all the time. That's not how you do things. That's not real life. It's definitely a process, and I just want to show that, and I want to show that it can be done, and I just want to show that I want to be legit about this, I guess, in a way. I don't really have anything else that I want to go over right now. I'm not really sure if I'll start making videos every week, just kind of recap and show what's going on and what I did, or what. I mean, I'm not really sure, and I've never made videos before either, so I'm sorry if this is terrible quality and terrible commenting, and I've never done anything like this, so sorry about any of that. Hopefully I'll get better. So if you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk to me about, just leave a comment or hit me up on Twitter. I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that you guys have. I want to be here and be helpful to people if that's possible. So yeah, I think this is gonna wrap it up. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.